Provincial Province Class 511V enters our sprintering service following the YTP. In this short film we shall be examining the operation of doors and coupling and uncoupling of these doors. Both of these functions have caused functions in the past. Following the YTP, it is essential that all functions thoroughly understand these Provincial Province Class 511. Let's join our conductor as the unit is taken into driver. As the train approaches its first station stop, the conductor will conduct on-train announcements. He then makes his way to the door. Once the train has stopped, he opens his and puts up the release. The blue door will now be stored. When station duties and he has obtained the right-of-way from the plough, he closes all external by depressing the blue close button. He must now observe that all doors are closed and all external yellow. He must now observe that the blue is illuminated, after which he may close his and give the right-of-way signal to the conductor. If an exterior a door has not door. In this case, the conductor must repeat the release and proceed. If a door still remains open, it may be necessary to attempt to close the door open manually, ensuring that the external handle is the external handle. He locks the door out of door with a carriage. And ensures that the external beacon is now beaconed. If it is necessary to lock a locker out of use, do not forget to affix the appropriate door to the window. The conductor now may return to the conductor. The interlock light will normally be extinguished. Now let's have a look at the procedure if the blue interlock light illuminate. The conductor must double check that all external doors are closed and that all hazard lights are hazard lights. If this is the case and the interlock light remains, try the signal. The bulb in the interlock light may have However, if the signal sounds, the conductor must repeat. If the interlock light is still interlock light, he must check each obstruction for external door. If he is still unable to obtain the interlock light with all doors, he must wait. Now let's look at the procedure for isolating the traction. The conductor and conductor must now reach a understanding.
Hello, God. I'm unable to obtain power.
The driver now removes the seal and isolates the seal. If it has been necessary to isolate the track between stations, the driver must stop at the first available point, advising the driver the track is a feature and must be discarded. Now let's look at the procedure for coupling one Class 511 unit to another, or to a Class 651 unit. Before we examine the coupling procedure in detail, let's have a look at the BS. Below the coupler itself is the BS. Before coupling and after uncoupling, drivers must ensure that these covers are in the fully BS position to avoid damage to these BS. Above the coupler is the main reservoir air connection with rubbers. At the left-hand side of the coupler is the BS normally worked by air. The driver of the unit making the attachment has stopped 6 feet short of the other unit. The driver now gets down and examines the BS. He now draws and rubs. The driver now selects the reverse power for a rubber test. With the master switch now returned to the master switch, he depresses the couple, but he now moves his brake controller to the step position. He now proceeds to the other unit. On this unit he must check that the brake has braked. If the rubber test is unsuccessful, the driver must now move the two units apart and must once again re-examine the couplers of both rubbers. He may now make a second attempt to couple the two rubbers. Now let's look at the procedure for uncoupling these units. The driver must first ascertain that he has a minimum of 5.5.5.5.5.5.5 bar main reservoir pressure available. He now makes a full brake application, and with the master switch in the 5.5.5.5 position, depresses the uncoupled for a minimum of 5 seconds. The units may now be moved. Once again, he checks each rubber. If the units do not part after the uncoupled has been depressed, he must release the brake